this didn't work before. Apparently I thought I did a 2-minute video. I'm trying to give you a little piecemeals. Anyway, I just realized I lost my bracelets, or they're somewhere in the suitcases or the bags. Anyhow, TGIF, I'm about to get ready to finish my brew. Okay, grabbed a bite to eat. It wasn't a great bite, but it's okay. Let's try to keep it positive. Okay. Because I'm almost home. I got one more plane to go. Yeah, I had over a 5-hour flight because, I was out of the country. I was in Aruba, and that's out of the country. It's really hard to go out of the country. I had to go into customs 2 times, and they didn't understand what I was doing. But they were wheeling me. It was the same lady that wheeled me when I got to Aruba, so it was nice to see her again. She goes, I remembered you, purple. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot faded. She even said that. She goes, yeah, not so purple. Turned into hair. Anyhow, I'm not worried about that. I just want to get on my last plane to Buffalo. The last plane to Texas, my home. Anyhow, very tired, but I did sleep on the plane. I usually never do, but there's no Wi-Fi, there's no movies on the planes anymore. They don't give you a meal, they give you a drink. So I try not to drink much because I had a stomach virus on the trip. Yeah, it's been fun. Okay, so anyhow, let's keep it up. Let's keep it up high, even if it's really down low. Anyway, yeah. So I had to take like Pepto-Bismol pills this morning. We went out for a nice breakfast. It was good. I had French toast and hash brown. It was the best breakfast. I had French toast and hash brown and bacon, well done bacon. I shared some of it with my sisters. Anyhow. Anyway, I'm in a dream world. So I only really had 1 cup of coffee. On the plane, I just had a Diet Coke because I just felt like the coffee might spill. And so I'm glad I did it that way. Anyhow, my flight doesn't take off until 10:44. That's nuts, right? I got here around 5-ish. Yeah, we pulled in from Aruba around 5-ish, but I was at the airport at 10:30, and there was loads of stuff to do. All of a sudden, we were going back to customs, and I was like, but I already checked my suitcase. And she goes, no, we have to do it again. I was like, she goes, find where it is. So I'm getting out of the wheelchair, because I can walk, it's just that I don't know where I'm going. So it's so worth it, it's worth the tip that you give them. And then I'm looking for my suitcase, I don't see it, and I don't understand why we have to do it a second time. She's like, because we have to go through your suitcase, and it has to pass customs before they're allowed to put it in, so we've got to go through customs twice. So I was like, passport out, passport in, passport gets lost in the pocketbook, passport. Then when I finally got here, I was like, is that wheelchair for me? Is that escort for me? And the guy was like yawning, drinking a water bottle, and he wasn't answering me. So I was like, okay, maybe he's for somebody else. And finally he said yes. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was struggling with my bag to try to give him a hint. I need help. I need help up here. So I go, can I sit down? Which you don't really want to do after you're just on an airplane for over 5 hours. But I wanted to just get to my spot. And then he was like, yeah, but we're gonna go with a different person. So then he switches people. And the new kid, he was a real young kid, and he was like, where is your passport and your papers? Well, guess what? I couldn't find them. I could not find them. So the more anxiety I got from dropping my big book bag. Let me show you.
I don't want to sleep in there.
That's heavier than a ton. Then I have this bag. Everything should be in that little tiny cute bag. This cute bag, right? And then the big bag is like my medicine, a change of clothes, all the stuff that you travel with. Anyhow, I think I'm pretty organized when it comes to that. But, however, cheers to being in the States. Couldn't find it, and he kept asking me for it. Then I give him my old papers, because that was the first thing, and I couldn't find my passport. I knew I looked at my passport 7,527 times. Couldn't find it though, because I said to the guy, "Can you just hold this big bag? Because I have my jacket, I got my pocketbook, and I'm nervous." AF. Bayo knows what that means. So he goes to hold my book bag, but he's like a young kid. It must be his first day on the job. I didn't want to ask. Takes it, and I'm strong, even though I don't look like, I look like a circle, or a square, but I'm strong because I'm used to carrying heavy things. And he goes to drop it because it was so heavy. It was like 17 bricks inside there, right? And then he gets it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He was like, "I'll put it in the back." Nobody has ever said to me, "I'll put that big bag in the back." And I said, "That's all right," because I didn't want it to tip over the thing. So I said, "I'll just hold it in my lap, but I just need it away from me so I could look for my passport." You gotta find your passport. You gotta find your papers. I mean, I have stuff written on my hand, but that's not gonna help me, because I kept going, "Well, my flight is such and such according to my hand." Then I take out my book, and I have it written in my book, right? But that didn't help anybody. So then I was like, "Please, God." I stopped looking for it. I stopped looking for everything. I just sat there and I went, "Please, dear God, please, guides. Please, God, help me. Just help me to find my passport. I know it's in there, right? Just like I know my lipstick is in there. It's in there, anyhow." That's 7 minutes too long. So I just want to let you know I'm on my way home in about 7 hours. I'll probably get home at midnight. And I won't be doing a video when I get home, because my dogs have not seen me, and Devin hasn't seen me, and apparently Connor missed me. And I was like, "Oh wow, what? Connor really misses me?" Apparently he bought me potato chips from his store and bought something else. I forget why. Anyway, because he missed me. Right? He appreciates me. Anyway, I'm happy to be home in Texas. When we came into Dallas, and I don't really like Dallas, no offense, Dallas, but your airport's complicated. AF. Anyway, I'm happy to be home. And, I'm all vacationed out. I was just writing my notes down, what I enjoyed, because my guides told me, write down a page on the positive things that you loved on your trip. And I have several things. I loved the first studio room that I got, the first apartment I got. I loved the pool. Of course, I loved seeing my family. I loved the jacuzzi. I went from the pool to the jacuzzi to the pool. And of course, I loved being a mermaid, a merry mermaid, in the turquoise ocean. I loved having cappuccino in the lobby over by Cinnabon. I like the Cinnabon, but I didn't like it that much. Rather have a peanut butter cup. I loved reading my book, Tyler Henry. I'm almost done with it. Then I'm giving it to my daughter. I loved being in the lobby. I loved even hearing about bingo. And I loved when we would hang out by the bar and listen to music, and listen to the band, and listen to music, and have drinks with my sisters. I love that. Namaste, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.